Hi everyone, welcome back to the Cantor Coach. I'm Emily Huber, and today we are going to be talking about 5 ways to utilize a mirror when we're practicing. Let's get started. The first way to utilize a mirror when we're practicing is to check our posture. Now, the great thing about mirrors is they're pretty accessible. You probably have one at home. There is probably one at the church. If not in the choir room, it's probably in the restroom or another area. And so you can go and practice even when you're at church. So stand in front of the mirror, check your posture, make sure that our shoulders are nice and relaxed, not too tense. Make sure that our back is firmly aligned, and then we can move on to tip number 2. The second way to utilize a mirror in our practicing after we have checked our posture is to check our breathing. Now this goes hand in hand with posture. We want to make sure our shoulders are not moving up and down when we are breathing. We also want to make sure that we're not collapsing forward if we're running out of air. So this is a great place to do one of our breath exercises that hold it out on a shh sound to make sure that we're, again, not collapsing and we're not tensing up our shoulders or moving them up and down when we inhale. If you haven't checked out our breathing video, I will link that down below, and we will move to tip number 3. Tip number 3 with utilizing a mirror during our practicing is making sure that there isn't any tension. So we've talked about tension in our shoulders, we've talked about tension in any part of our body with posture that we want to check during that portion. But when we're singing, we want to make sure that there's no jaw tension. We can check our tongue tension, see if our tongue is getting yanked back. That means we're utilizing tension in the back of our tongue. And we also want to make sure that our neck is not being held really, really tightly. As you can see when I do that, you can see the tension in my neck, or you can see the tension in my jaw if I'm holding that a little bit too much. So the mirror is a great way for us to see that tension, see the physical signs of that, so that we can relax that and correct that as we are singing. The fourth way to utilize the mirror when we're practicing is to check our vowel formation. We want those tall, rounded vowels when we are singing, and so we want to make sure that we have a nice amount of space up and down when we are formulating our vowels. The mirror offers a wonderful tool for this because you can check. Oftentimes, we think we're a lot more open than we actually are. So use that mirror to make sure that you use that 2-finger rule of making sure that our mouth is open nice and tall to formulate our ah, a, e, O, and oo. So that is the 4th way to utilize a mirror. And finally, we want to make sure that we are checking our expressions. And so the 5th way to utilize a mirror when you're practicing is to check the expression on our faces, make sure that we're smiling and expressing the prayers that we're singing in an appropriate way. So the mirror offers a great tool for us to do that, and so I highly encourage you to utilize it for that reason. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how that practice goes with practicing with a mirror, and I will look forward to seeing you all next week. God bless you.